Oh, well, welcome in. It is so good to have you here. And I really want to speak to in this video about this tension in the air, this sense that something is coming. So, right now, is your anxiety going through the roof? Or are you feeling incredibly heavy and hopeless, and you're not even sure where this is coming from? That in fact, it may not even be yours to begin with. Or maybe some of it's yours, and then a whole lot of it is coming from the other. So in this video, we are going to talk and share about what it means to be a highly sensitive person, how to regulate and calm your central nervous system, how to stay grounded with everything that is happening in our world at this time. There's a lot of incoming astrology energies, and this really calling us into this intense breakdown to break through times for humanity. And how do we prepare for that? Even and especially when our antennas are incredibly strong. So that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. My name is Chrissy Whistler. I am an intuitive, I'm an astrologer, and I'm also a healer. So if you would like to know how these energies are directly affecting you, I do offer private readings as well as birth chart readings if you would like to go deeper on your healing journey. And please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'm going to go ahead and pop some links for you below. Okay, so this one is to my website, chrissywhistler.com. So you can go there, check out what I have to offer, and you can contact me. And then if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do. All right, so let us dive into this video and what we are here to talk and share about. And I would really encourage any of you who are watching or watching later on the replay to please share your reflections, your stories, because we are all feeling this world in different ways. This energy, these emotions, the quantum field that is around us, we're all experiencing them in different ways. And the more we share, the more we can spark this insight and understanding in another. For example, it really helps me when I feel like I'm getting hit big time with inner child healing that's coming through, where when I say it to a friend, my gosh, this is really up for me right now, and they're a couple states away, and they're like, yeah, I'm feeling that too. The energy is really heavy and really intense, and I'm feeling kind of hopeless. So it's like when we share these experiences, this resonant frequency, it really helps to not feel so alone and that you are going through it alone. Because even though nobody can go through your experience, I mean, that is a solo job, you can still have people walking beside you on that journey. And so if you haven't seen it yet. I did a astrology video really focusing on this Libra equinox that we had and coming into the astrology of October. So I'm going to really go into detail there. I'm not going to do that so much tonight, but just to say, like, that's like these energies, this tension, what's coming, that you can feel it. It's coming in with the astrology. And I just saw today that our sun is being incredibly active. Had several, they're called M-class flares, CMEs, or coronal mass ejections. We are in a solar storm at the moment. And so if you are a sensitive person, and we're going to talk about that in just a moment, you can be feeling those energies as well. They're coming in from many different ways and places. This photonic light is really coming in for us to upgrade us at this time. All right, so what is a highly sensitive person? What does that even mean? And you might have different ideas and reflections of your own. So again, I encourage you to please share. But for me, I see someone as highly sensitive when the way they experience their senses goes far beyond the ordinary and into even the extraordinary. So, and this isn't just limited to the five senses. This is how deeply you can feel the emotions of others. How you can walk into a crowded room and all of a sudden you freeze because it was like this gigantic wave of stuff just hits you and you don't even know how to feel. Happiness, sadness, grief, excitement, it's like you're like a deer in headlights because all of a sudden this came out of nowhere. Or you could be someone where just loud noises really affect you, where being in that room is like 100 people screaming with megaphones into your ears, and it's going into your body, your central nervous system. So again, let me know, what does that mean for you? How does that show up for you? Can you see beyond the five senses? Are you someone, again, who's clairsentient, who can feel? Or do you have a knowing about people, situations, places? Claircognizant. You even get a sense of being able to read the land and having just information coming to you in clarity. Even reading nature, like, speaks to you through messages. So that's a little tiny bit of what I mean by highly sensitive person. You can sense and feel emotions and energy as if it's your own. So what are you feeling now in this moment? Hello, Marie. It's so good to see you. How are you doing? How are you feeling at this time? In this video, we're really looking at what it means to be a highly sensitive person during difficult and challenging times. So are you finding that your body or your emotions are really reacting right now? I am very sorry to hear that. Not good, yeah. Just kind of breathing that out for you and just holding that space. You're big time, you feeling it? Are you in it? One of the reasons I really wanted to do this video is because we are coming into this very big, intense period. You're so welcome. A lot of crumbling in our lives, in our collective shared world together. Things are changing, and those of us who are sensitive, we're picking up on it. We're sensing that something is coming, and we might be really uncomfortable, really disorientated, like that feeling in the pit of your gut when you're just like this dread. And you don't know what to do, and you can't escape it. Like, you could be really feeling this because you're sensitive, and because the collective, even those who are more unconscious, this is such an in-your-face time that they're feeling it too, even if they're not aware of it. They're picking up on it. And so, as Marie's sharing, like, she can sense everything. You could be very well picking up on their unconscious discomfort, this fear that's in the air right now. And it can change. Just to say, this is not a static, this is the only way I'm going to be feeling for this time period. Oh, hello, Amy, my dearest friend. I would love to know, Amy, since I love to just tune in and check on with you. What are you feeling right now, if you would like to share? Like, what are you picking up on with these energies and this collective? I find that every day can be a little bit different. One day I could be really good, and then, like today, I'm really in deep with some inner child healing stuff is coming to the surface, and not feeling safe. Safe to play, safe to be in joy. Marie's sharing it. She feels like it's just too overwhelming. Yep. Oh yes, I've been feeling that one too. Almost like also this hopeless feeling, like what's the point? Nothing's going to shift, nothing's going to change. It's never going to get easier. Those are some of the what I've been feeling and what my different parts have really been expressing to me. I just realized I put my water over here. Marie, thank you for sharing that with us. Brother's coming for a visit to see your dad together, who is dying because of cancer. I'm just going to take a moment to just sit with you, Marie, and just send you so much love, and for your family, for your dad. Just please reach out if you need health and support. Transitions are very hard. We are certainly, at least in this Western culture, not equipped, taught how to deal with these transitions and to really sit beside death and be with it, be with them in our grief. So take all the time you need with that, please. All right, Amy is sharing, she's picking up on big war energy. Dreams not fully realized. Will it change or get easier? Hitting that wall and still getting little bits of movement, just frustration of the systems. Like, Amy, this is why I love connecting with you, because that's exactly what I've been picking up on and I've been feeling. It's like this And I feel this is true, especially if you're trying to do things differently and breaking out of those old systems. It's like you get little bits of flow, and then it's like wall, 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 and it's very frustrating because you're like, are you going to support me or not, universe? Like, what's going on here? And then not feeling supported, but then you get the little flow, and you're like, what is it that's being this obstacle and holding it back? So yeah, I'm really, really feeling that, and trying not to get stuck in those frustrations. So if any of you, again, who are watching or watching later, you're feeling that energy and you're feeling frustrated that you're not making headway, especially when you go and plug for myself, please watch my October intuitive readings that I did for all the zodiac signs, because so many of them are like these big blessings. They are coming, and it's like, when the heck are they going to get here? Like that kind of frustrated energy. Yeah. Oh, yes. Crazy dreams. Who's been having some crazy dreams? Yes, Marie. It's that take a few steps forward and then you're like back on your butt again. Like that kind of energy. That kind of energy. So, yeah. And again, we are in the eclipse season. It is here, it is happening, so really intense. If you didn't see my October astrology video, please check that out so you can know what's happening and why. Thank you, Amy. You know what? Let me use my fancy software, Amy. Check that out. It's such a beautiful message. Yeah, it is big. It's beyond us. Yeah, that sense, that feeling that things are really opening up, but it's not quite right. That there's this pieces that are coming together. And that's a beautiful, like, how can you still tune into these dreams and these callings on your soul, even when you're not seeing the results that you're wanting in that flow? So that's a real question that we're each going to have to just, it's like keep tuning back into. Keep refocusing. Don't bypass your frustration. For sure. Like let yourself have the feelings and whatever you need to feel. And then shift back to your dreams. It was wonderful for you to be with us. Thank you, Marie, and for sharing and letting us see you and witness you and sleep. I hope you have good dreams. Oh my gosh, time. Where is that time going? It's like disappearing. It's almost like this purposely slipping away of time. Don't be surprised if you're having some sudden shocking events coming through for you, like that rug being pulled out from under you. Real financial turbulence and change. I'm just kind of giving you some of the highlights of the astrology. This energy as well of freedom versus control, that top-down authority, old versus the new. A lot of disinformation and even fogginess around the truth. It's going to be really highlighted as well at this full moon in Aries on October 9th. So just kind of be aware of what is up in the field as well. So here we are sharing how sensitive we are, that we are picking up on so much more than just what's within us. And I've often found that when the emotions, the feelings, the fears are really intense, they're often not just mine. They're often coming in from the collective that I'm tapping into. And as I feel it and let myself cry and witness it cleanse, like I'm purifying that for the collective as well as for myself. This can also be very ancestral, lineage healing that you are doing when these things are really stuck and they're just not shifting and moving no matter what you seem to do. So just kind of know that you are doing much bigger work than just yourself at this time. So, what can you do as a highly sensitive person? How can you regulate your central nervous system? And again, like, please let me know in the comments what you do and what supports you. So, one of the first things that I personally do is if I'm feeling these intense emotions or anxiety, or I'm feeling really hopeless, had a lot of those feelings lately, I try to identify where that is even coming from. Where is it sitting in my body? What message does it have for me? I mentioned that I've been doing a lot of inner child healing, has been very front and center today. So it's been this little journey of exploration to, it's like, okay, I'm really struggling to laugh and to play because I don't feel safe. Okay, well, why don't I feel safe? And then going into those stories, those foundations that I'm carrying within me, that's deep. That is preventing this joy and this play, this ease of life. Like, what within me is holding that back? So that's what I'll try and do, is identify. And then again, doing the identification will help me see, is this just mine? Or is this the collective? Again, I mentioned financial turbulence. So if money is huge in your field and you're feeling like you're getting a knot in your stomach when you look at your bank account, or when you go to the store, or oh my gosh, when you go to put gas in your car and you're like, that one is almost $7 a gallon. And I can almost guarantee you that what's hitting you in that moment goes far beyond you. Like, you're tapping into old timelines. You could very well be having this, again, ancestral, your parents, your grandparents, great grandparents, they lived through the Depression and World War I and the rationing that happened. So you and your system are being taken back in time. So that's what I mean. It's like, identify, where is this coming from? And as you do, see it and witness it, that's going to help shift and ease some of this. Another thing I like to do is to connect into nature. Nature, the earth, is your friend right now. She is going to really help you to be present, to get back into your body and out of your mind. Our mind is really good at making mountains out of molehills. So when you're in your body, you have an easier time pulling back from the worry and the fear of what can happen in the future. So go ground, get your shoes off, go walk on the bare earth, go lay on the bare earth, hug a tree, sit under a tree, close your eyes and feel the sun, the warmth on your face. that's going to really help regulate your central nervous system, because you're bringing yourself back into your body. And then see if you can really feel that earth with your fingers, with your toes, and just focus, hyper focus on that sensation. Another favorite tool of mine is breath work and pranayama. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a link to my teacher. She just did this lovely video about pranayama. And how that can support you at this time, how it can help you as well with just ailments in the body and that kind of thing. Being healthy is kind of still an important thing to a lot of people right now, for obvious reasons. But yeah, breath work will get you back into your body and out of your mind and the scattering, the mental loops and cycles. We are going to definitely have that energy up with that mind, the scattering, with Mars being in Gemini. So really hone in on your focus right now. Hone in on your focus. Herbal Supplements is another favorite go-to of mine to help, again, regulate my central nervous system. And of course, check in with yourself and your doctor, and if you are on any medications and so forth, like you know you the best. I love to use ashwagandha, and CBD are my go-tos. And then I also use herbal body oils, which I actually make for myself. I infuse the oils, and this one here is Wort. So she has been quite the queen with dreaming. Another one of my favorites is Lavender. Lavender really helping with that calming energy. In fact, just before this live, I was feeling this tension. Me and my daughter Kate have been really feeling that with each other today. And so I needed to just go put some lavender and just smell it to bring myself back. And then another absolute favorite, which I obviously need to refill this bottle, is St. John's Wort. So if you are a highly sensitive person, I really recommend St. John's Wort. It is a beautiful tool when you put it on your body. Rub it into your ears, your face, your hands. It's like this extra protective layer for your sensitivity. So definitely look into that one as well. So using herbs, and guess what? Herbs are coming from nature and Mother Earth. So here's again another earth. Gosh, this Mother Earth holding us, helping us through this if we're willing to look for it and to use the tools that she's given us. Another big tip: disconnect from the world right now. If you are a highly sensitive person and you are feeling an incredible amount of anxiety at this time, then please get off social media. And I'm sure that's really counterproductive for me to be telling you to turn off Facebook, for example, which is one of the ones I'm streaming live from. But truly, disconnect from the people and the places that are bringing your energy down and into that fear, into the uncertainty, into the anxiety. Who in your life or where in your life is this coming up for you? This drama, this intensity, this trying to rile you up to get you sucked down into that fear. So wherever that is for you, step away. Step away from those people, those situations, those social media platforms, and do it with love. This is going to be a very important time as a highly sensitive person to take care of yourself and your needs. Like, this is not self-care to pamper yourself. This is a need that your central nervous system has at this time. So set and hold these firm boundaries, whatever they need to be for you. Again, we're going forward into some very intense times. And if others in your life can't respect that or see that this is a need that you have, you don't want to talk about politics and so forth, give them love and then don't talk to them. Certainly, if you were trying to explain and they're not listening, give yourself permission to step away and step back and say, you know what? No, thank you. Maybe later we can pick this up again, but right now I have to go and take care of me. Hello, Daphne. It is so good to see you. I'd love to know how you are doing, how you are feeling right now as this highly sensitive person that I know you are. Right now I'm sharing some of my favorite tips that I use. To help regulate my nervous system, to help me be in this more place of calm and peace and not getting run ragged by the anxiety and what I'm feeling from the world. So, as I was saying, with social media and the people in your life, this is a really important time when we are these sensitive beings and things are crazy around us, to go into yourself. Go into your heart right now. Step back from the whole world and go within. Go into love. So Daphne's sharing that she has noticed that she's sensitive to other people's energy. How does that show up for you? Because we all feel things a little bit differently. So what does that look like for you? And so going along with this, going into yourself, pulling back from the world and going within, meditate. Now, it doesn't have to just be this meditating in complete silence. I'll tell you right now, if that's how meditating was supposed to look, I would never do it because I'm a mom of 2 kids who I homeschool. So that's not quite how it looks. And even give yourself grace in what meditating looks like. Maybe it is going for long walks outside and doing almost a walking meditation where you just let your mind wander. Clearing energy. But coming back to within you, tuning into yourself and also to higher than yourself. That will be very supportive going forward. Okay, Daphne is sharing that it's working in the yard. Working in the yard, gardening is another beautiful way of, again, you're getting into nature and you get to just kind of be in the stillness of your mind if you choose. And also organizing things that you're passionate about. So that's beautiful as you're getting into that inner child excitement. So what are you excited about? Oh, the hippie festival's coming up. That's exciting. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And that was really beautiful because this also ties into this. One of my other tips was what brings you joy. If you are a highly sensitive person and things are crazy and you are feeling the craziness of this world, Amy shared earlier that she was picking up on some big war energy. Shift your perspective into what you love and what brings you joy and gets you into that inner child excitement. Oh, you're going to be a vendor this year. Well, that sounds very exciting and joyful. I bet your, sorry, hit the table. I bet your inner child is just kicking her heels in excitement about that. And I love it. That's right. But it's just go and do what you love, what you find exciting and enjoyable. So that's absolutely beautiful because we do have the north node of the moon is in Taurus. And that is also conjunct Uranus, which is our future, where we're going into. So go into what you love and what you enjoy and find tasty. That is this Taurus medicine. And go do it differently. Go be you and be different. So that's going to be very supportive for helping you to navigate as a sensitive person these crazy energies. If you're feeling that war energy, as Amy shared, like go garden and just really focus on the garden, on the bees coming in around you, or what your winter crops are going to be if you are in the northern hemisphere, for example. And another of my favorite tools to help me through these intense times, I journal. So I do a lot of writing. You may not be someone who writes. That's totally okay. Maybe it's singing. Maybe it's doing art. But whatever that outlet is for you, I really like to go dig. I've got a lot of Scorpio energy in my chart, so I'm someone who really likes to go into the deep with things. But journal or sing or dance and tune into the energies of what is coming up for you. What are you feeling in this moment? Why are you scared and anxious? Where is this coming from? Is it even yours? So, what I'm really saying with this is give yourself the space to go into these energies, to go into these emotions as they are coming up for you. We do live in a very fast-paced, busy world where it's just go, go, go. There's no time for anything, let alone play and joy. Especially if you're a parent of young kids or you're taking care of your aging parents and so forth, or you're a single parent, like you're not going to have a lot of time because there is so much to do. There's so much on your plate already. You, though, will find as this highly sensitive person that when you give yourself the space to go into these feelings, these emotions, you're going to be able to move through them on the other side better. So I've been mentioning financial systems, great changes with that. If you're feeling a lot of fear coming up when there's something that comes across on the news and that hits you and it hits your ancestors because they're like, we know what that's like. We've been there, and they take you back into how hard that was and the fears that they had, that hunger maybe. Give yourself that space to feel it, to grieve for them and with them, because they weren't able to, because they were just trying to survive. We have this beautiful opportunity and this blessing to do a lot of healing for the collective right now, and for our ancestors, and for ourselves and our own past experiences. So really be the sacred witness, however it works best for you. Again, I'm a journaler. I'm also a big time crier. So I do a lot of crying to pure and just cleanse what's coming through for me. But grieve and feel whatever is coming up for you. This is not the time to sweep it under the rug. So yeah, like again, let me know, like, what do you do as a highly sensitive person that helps you move through times that are really hard and really intense? What works best for you? Please let me know in the comments how you are doing, what you do with that. Oh, hello, Leslie. It is so good to see you, my friend. And your little boy, he's gotten another year older. Oh my goodness. We're just kind of wrapping this particular video up. So I hope you will come in and do a rewatch of them. And I will say as well that I'm going to be filming another video that's going to be really focusing on our kids and how we can support our sensitive, unique children who've picked us and help them through these intense times. Because unlike us, they're not necessarily, okay, depending on their age and their uniqueness, going to be able to look at this in the same way that you and I can as adults and as parents, where we can go and like really look under that hood and start identifying what's ours and what's great Mary's, her history and her baggage that we're clearing for her. So there's different tools and techniques that I use to help my kids through these energies, even when, or especially when they can't verbally tell me what's going on. Like, I have to be very intuitive and understanding of what's up. I've mentioned a lot, like today, Kate and I have been really butting heads together, and which is absolutely perfect. In fact, our Mind Galactic signature is exactly the same. So this is kind of a normal thing. Like, she literally is my mirror. So it's like my inner child's not feeling safe, and it's like she's poking at it. So but anyway, so I'm gonna be looking at that from a whole other angle to support our kids and what's coming. So be on the lookout for that. And I am also posting all of the October intuitive readings for the zodiac signs this week on my YouTube channel. So please check those out and see what is coming forward for you this month ahead. And thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Please like this video if you found it helpful. If you have other highly sensitive friends who are struggling with what's coming, please share this. I really appreciate that, to get this out there to more people. And again, like, come back and leave those comments, because I want to know how you are doing, how you are moving through this moment, and what are your techniques that work for you. And have you noticed that you've even needed to shift some of them? One day this will be working for you, and on the other, like, this, it's not doing a thing. It's, you have to go and try something else out. So I just love to know how you're doing. Thank you so much, Daphne. Thank you, Leslie. It's great to see with you all and connect with you. And so, yeah, I will be checking in with you guys later. So, thank you all so much for being here, watching, and catching this on the replay as well. And I'll talk to you all later. Take care. Bye bye.